Good day everyone. We are the group 3 and today we will tackle about societal impacts of scientific and technological advancement. Before we proceed to the discussion, take a look first in our learning objectives. These are: first, analyze how scientific and technological advancement have influenced power and governance. Second, evaluate the impact of technology on military and defense capabilities. Third, discuss the economic changes brought about by industrialization and technological advancement. Fourth, assess the role of technology in driving globalization and economic disparities. Fifth, examine the cultural changes resulting from scientific and technological advancement. Sixth, analyze the impact of technology on health, medicine, and the environment. Lastly, seventh, discuss the ethical consideration and challenges associated with technological advancement.
Technology have both positive and negative impact on society. It has improved communication, collaboration, access to information and education, healthcare, productivity, and entertainment. However, it can also lead to addiction, social isolation, cyberbullying, privacy concerns, job displacement, and environmental impact. Addiction can result from excessive technology use, while social isolation can result from neglecting relationships and responsibilities. Cyberbullying and online harassment can also be detrimental. Privacy concerns arise with the collection of user data by technology companies. Job displacement can occur due to automation, a challenge for those not skilled in technology use. The environmental impact is also significant due to the waste generated by electronic device production and disposal. To use technology wisely, be mindful of usage, be selective, protect privacy, connect with others, and use it for learning and growth. By understanding the positive and negative impact on technology, we can use it wisely and create a more harmonious society.
Political impact. Scientific technological advancement have influenced the following. First, power. Power is the ability of individuals or groups to shape events. Technology is the practical application of scientific knowledge and the invention and use of devices to improve human performance. New technologies changes economics, markets, and culture by creating new opportunities. While some have a growing fear of technological change, technology remains the best source of continued economic growth and military strength. This means the creation and use of technology has become a policy issue like never before. This includes security issues like supply chain security or cybersecurity, military uses for technologies, tech governance, including rules for competitiveness and responsible use, and investment in research, workforce, and building the digital infrastructure. Governance. New technologies hold great promise for improving government effectiveness. A multifaceted concept that includes, among other things, control of corruption and efficient delivery of public goods such as education, health, social security, and transport. Here are five examples of how governments in developing Asia have begun harnessing technology for better government. First, national IT systems to improve tax compliance and provision of public services. Asia is a home to nearly a quarter of the world's population with no official proof identity. India's Aadhaar digital ID program has now registered approximately 1.2 billion Indians, covering 99% of the adult population, and it is being used to deliver government subsidies, benefits, and services. 2. Reducing corruption in land management system using blockchain. The government of Andhra Pradesh state is utilizing blockchain technology to address issues of fraud and corruption in the state by implementing a blockchain-based platform which would make land ownership data records encrypted and thus incorruptible and transparent. Crowdsourcing technology can improve quality of public education.
Third, quality education and training skills for the future. Workers with better foundation skills, which include not only basic reading, writing, numeracy, but also social and emotional skill and digital literacy, are better placed to learn new skills and adapt to working with new technologies. More generally, new technologies have the potential to transform public education through new approaches, such as adaptive learning, powered by machine learning, and massive online open courses. Fourth, better provision of healthcare services. The government created a Ministry for Digital Economy and Society in 2016 and has developed a national digital economy master plan with 4-phase 2-year schedule. 5. Transport and urban management. We do not need to wait until automated vehicles to arrive in megacities in developing Asia to see that new technology promises to transform public transportation and urban development. Impact of technology in military and defense capabilities. The evolution of military technology in the Philippines has been a crucial aspect of the nation's defense strategy. As the landscape of warfare continues to evolve, the country's focus on military technology development remains paramount. From modernization initiatives to partnership with technology firms, the Philippines is making significant strides in enhancing its defense capabilities. These advancements not only aim to bolster national security, but also position the Philippines military as a key player in the region. With keen eye on specialized training for military technology personnel and the integration of indigenous innovation, the country is poised for a future where its military technology stands at the forefront of innovation and defense. The current state of military technology development in the Philippines showcases a robust focus on modernization initiatives and strategic partnership with leading technology firms. In line with enhancing defense capabilities, the country has been actively investing in cutting-edge technologies to bolster its armed force readiness and efficiency.
Moreover, the government agencies, defense contractors, and research institutions are pivotal in driving innovation and advancing military technologies in the Philippines. This concerted effort underscore the commitment to staying abreast of global defense trends and ensuring the country's defense infrastructure remains at par with international standards, thereby fortifying its position in the regional security architecture.
Technology has significantly transformed military and defense capabilities in several key areas. Weaponry and combat systems. Advances in technology have led to the development of more precise and lethal weapons. Innovations like smart bombs, drones, and hypersonic missiles have increased the effectiveness and range of military operations while reducing the risk to personnel. Here are a few examples of advanced missiles that incorporate cutting-edge technology. Tomahawk cruise missiles US. Guidance system utilize GPS, inertial navigation, and terrain mapping for precise targeting over long distances. Stealth features. Advanced design reduces radar across section, making it harder to detect. Hypersonic missiles. Example: AGM-1A3A, ARRW, DFZF. Speed. Capable of traveling at speed greater than Mach 5, which makes them extremely difficult to intercept. Maneuverability. Advanced guidance system allow for high maneuverability during flight, complicating defense efforts. Patriot missiles US. Radar system uses sophisticated radar to track and intercept incoming threats with high accuracy. Guidance and control. Advanced fire control system enhance its ability to target and engage ballistic and aerial threats. The S-400 Russia multi-target capability equipped with radar system capable of tracking multiple targets simultaneously in various ranges. Advanced guidance uses a combination of radar and command guidance to engage a wide range of area threats. TF-21D Anti-ship ballistic missiles, China. Anti-ship technology designed specifically to target and strike moving naval vessels with high precision. Guidance system includes advanced targeting and terminal guidance system to improve accuracy against moving targets. These examples illustrate how technology has significantly enhanced missiles' capabilities, including precision, speed, and effectiveness in various combat scenarios. Example: China has been a leader in quantum communication, launching the first quantum satellite, MISUS, in 2016, which aims to create secure communication for military and defense purposes. Surveillance and reconnaissance. Technologies such as satellites, unmanned aerial vehicles or UAVs, and advanced imaging systems have revolutionized surveillance. These tools enable real-time intelligence gathering, improving situational awareness and strategic planning. Examples: the U.S. established the United States Space Force or USSF in 2019 to enhance speed-based military capabilities, ensuring superiority in space. Other countries, including China and Russia, are also advancing their space militarization efforts. Cyber warfare. The rise of digital technology has introduced the domain of cyber warfare. Nations now engage in cyber operations to disrupt, damage, or gain access to the adversaries' critical infrastructure, data system, and communications. Examples: the 2010 Stuxnet virus, believed to be a U.S.-Israel operation, targeted Iranian nuclear facilities. Additionally, Russia's cyber attacks on Estonia in 2007 and Ukraine in 2015 are all prominent examples of cyber warfare. Communication systems. Secure and rapid communication systems are crucial for coordinated military operations. Modern technologies ensure reliable communication through encrypted channels, enchanting command and control capabilities. Examples: China has been a leader in quantum communication, launching the first quantum satellite, MISUS, in 2006 with aim to create ensure communication for military and defense purposes. Artificial intelligence or AI and machine learning. AI and machine learning are being integrated into various military applications, including predictive maintenance for equipment, autonomous system, and decision-making processes. These technologies can enhance operational efficiency and effectiveness. Example: the U.S. military is investing in AI-driven systems such as the Joint Artificial Intelligence Center or JAIC to improve military operations. China's military strategy also includes significant AI development for both defense and offensive capabilities. Robotics and autonomous systems. The use of robots and autonomous systems in warfare has grown, including ground robots for bomb disposal and autonomous naval vessels. These technologies reduce human risk and can perform complex tasks in dangerous environments. Examples: the U.S. military has deployed systems like the Talon robots for reconnaissance and explosive disposal, while other countries like Israel and South Korea are exploring robotic sentries for border security. Early computers were used in military and educational settings and were primarily used because they were capable of doing complex math quicker than a human. Computers for widespread personal use didn't begin to exist until the 1970s and didn't become popular until the mid-1980s. The Internet, on the other hand, entered the public sphere in 1990s.
Economic impact. Here are the economic impact brought of industrialization and technological advancement. First, we have Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie is an industrial giant who made a fortune in steel manufacturing. Carnegie exemplified the rise of industrial tycoons during the Second Industrial Revolution in the US. His investments and innovations in steel production significantly contributed to increased productivity and economic growth. Henry Ford. Henry Ford is known for revolutionizing the automotive industry with the assembly line technique. Ford's innovation drastically increased manufacturing efficiency, reduced costs, and made automobiles affordable for the masses, illustrating the profound effects of the technological advancements on productivity and economic expansions. Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is an inventor whose work in electrical engineering, including the development of the electrical light bulb, greatly influenced industrial productivity and technological progress. His contribution facilitated new industries and innovations that shaped the modern economy. Silicon Valley. This region in California is a global hub for technological innovation, housing major tech companies and startups. It represents the significant role of technology investment and development in driving economic growth and shaping new economic landscapes. Manchester, England. Often referred to as the Cottonopolis, Manchester was at the heart of the Industrial Revolution. Its rapid industrialization and urbanization are classic examples of how industrial advancements can lead to economic growth while also causing challenges like urban overcrowding. Davos, Switzerland. Davos, Switzerland, known for hosting the World Economic Forum, Davos is a place where global leaders discuss the economic impacts of technological advancements and industrialization, including issues like income inequality and global trade. Shenzhen, China. This city has transformed from a small fishing village into a global tech hub over the past few decades. Shenzhen's rapid industrialization and technological development showcase the broader trends of economic growth, global trade expansion, and the creation of new job opportunities in emerging industries. Now, here are the economic changes brought about by industrialization and technological advancement. First, we have increased productivity. Technological innovations such as automation and machinery have significantly boosted productivity, allowing industries to produce more goods at lower costs. Job creation and destruction. Industrialization creates new jobs in manufacturing and tech sectors but can also lead to the decline of traditional industries and jobs, causing shifts in the labor market. Economic growth. Both industrialization and technological advancement contribute to economic growth by expanding markets, increasing efficiencies, and fostering new industries. Global trade expansion. Advances in technology have improved transportation and communication, facilitating global trade and creating a more interconnected world economy. Income inequality. Technological changes can exacerbate income inequality as high skilled workers benefit more from new opportunities while low skilled workers may face job displacement.
Urbanization. Industrialization often leads to rapid urbanization, with people moving to cities for job opportunities, which can strain infrastructure but also spur economic development.
Investment in technology. Businesses increasingly invest in technology to stay competitive, driving further innovation and shaping new economic landscapes.
Role of technology in driving globalization and economic capabilities. The role of technology in globalization. In today's interconnected world, technology has played a crucial role in the advancement of globalization. The integration of technology has facilitated the exchange of information, goods, and services among countries, enabling them to reap the benefits of globalized economy. Technology plays an important role in expediting the process of globalization. It is conceived as a major facilitator and driving force in the globalization processes. Technological improvements has allowed companies to rapidly globalize their products. Advances in computers and telecommunications have also encouraged international economic linkages, allowing businesses and customers to connect more easily across distances and borders and providing the data processing necessary to track and organize shipments across increasingly complex supply chains. Guy Ford Stever and Janet H. Moroyama. The effects of technological change on the global economic structure are creating immense transformation in the way companies and nations organize production, trade goods, invest capital, and develop new products and processes. Sophisticated information technologies permit instantaneous communication among the far-flung operations of global enterprises. New materials are revolutionizing sectors as diverse as construction and communications. Advanced manufacturing technologies have altered long-standing patterns of productivity and employment. Improved air and sea transportation has greatly accelerated the worldwide flow of people and goods. Rapid technological innovation and the proliferation of transnational organizations are driving the formation of a global economy that sometimes conflicts with nationalistic concerns about maintaining comparative advantage and competitiveness. It is indeed a time of transition for firms and governments alike. This book provides a broad overview of these issues and seeks to shed light on such areas as the changing nature of international competition, influences of new technologies on international trade, and economic and social concerns arising from differences in national cultures and standards of living associated with adoption and use of new technologies. Technology boosts globalization and economic growth in the Philippines by improving connectivity. Better internet and mobile networks help people access online services and global markets. E-commerce. Online shopping platforms let local businesses sell worldwide. BPO services. The country is a global center for outsourcing jobs due to its skilled workforce and technology. Startups and innovation. Tech startups are growing and attracting investment. Education. Online learning tools improve education and skills training. Financial services. Mobile banking expands access to financial services. Government initiatives. Projects and policies support tech adoption and economic development.
Cultural changes resulting from scientific and technological advancement. Cultural change refers to the movement supporting the transformation of society through invention, discovery, or contact with other communities. It is an important element in contemporary society. Technology does not only refer to things like computers, smartphones, and the internet as a whole. Any tool created from scientific knowledge that serves a particular function is called technology. Cultural changes driven by technological advancement are often shaped by influential figures in various fields. Some notable individuals include Steve Jobs. Steve Paul Jobs was born on February 24, 1955 in San Francisco, California. He was adopted and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area. He had a younger sister, Patricia. As a child, Steve liked reading, swimming, music, and practical jokes. He also spent a lot of time building electronics. Steve Jobs' contribution was a charismatic pioneer of the personal computer era. With Steve Wozniak, Jobs founded Apple Inc. Corporation in 1976 and transformed the company into a world leader in telecommunications, widely considered a visionary and a genius. He oversaw the launch of such revolutionary products as the iPod and the iPhone. Bill Gates. William Henry Gates III was born on October 28, 1955. in Seattle, Washington, United States. His father was a lawyer and his mother was a community volunteer. He had two sisters, one older and one younger. Known as Stray to his family, Bill was a bright and competitive child who loved math and reading. Contributions: Gates wrote his first software program at the age of 13. In high school, he helped form a group of programmers who computerized their school's payroll system and founded Data, a company that sold traffic counting systems to local governments. In 1975, Gates, then a sophomore at Harvard University, joined his hometown friend Paul G. Allen to develop software for the first microcomputers. They began by adapting BASIC, a popular programming language used on large computers, for use on microcomputers. With the success of this project, Gates left Harvard during his junior year and, with Allen, formed Microsoft. Gates' way over the impact microcomputer industry greatly increased when Microsoft licensed an operating system called MS-DOS to International Business Machines Corporation, when the world's biggest computer supplier and industry pacesetter for use on its first microcomputer, the IBM PC, a personal computer. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg was raised in the nearby village of Dobbs Ferry. Zuckerberg's father, Edward Zuckerberg, ran a dental practice attached to the family's home. His mother, Karen, worked as a psychiatrist before the birth of the couple's 4 children, Mark, Randy, Donna, and Ariel. Mark Zuckerberg's contribution started creating software programs, including Course Match, which helped students choose classes based on their peer selection. In 2004, he launched a Facebook, as it was initially named, from his dorm room. The platform, designed to connect Harvard students, quickly gained popularity and expanded to other universities. Zuckerberg, joined by his college roommates Eduardo Severin, Andrew McCollum, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hanks, dropped out of Harvard to focus on Facebook full-time, moving to Palo Alto, California in 2004. Elon Musk. Musk was born in Canada to a Canadian mother and a South African father. Musk grew up with his head stuck in books and computers. He was bullied by his classmates and often beaten up by class bullies as a little, timid youngster, until he grew strong enough to defend himself during a growth spurt in his teens. He developed a video game at the age of 12 and sold it to a computer magazine. Musk left South Africa in 1988 after getting a Canadian passport because he refused to support apartheid through compulsory military duty and wanted to pursue the higher economic prospects offered in the United States. Contribution. In 2006, Musk helped create Solar City, a solar energy company that was acquired by Tesla in 2016 and became Tesla Energy. In 2013, he proposed a Hyperloop high-speed train transportation system. In 2015, he co-founded OpenAI, a non-profit artificial intelligence research company. Tim Berners-Lee. Berners-Lee was born on June 8, 1955 in London, England. His parents were mathematicians and worked on the first commercial computer at the University of Manchester. As a child, Berners-Lee was fascinated by computers. He also enjoyed mathematics and electronics. Contribution. Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist, invented the World Wide Web, or known as WWW, in 1989, while working at CERN. The web was originally conceived and developed to meet the demand for automated information sharing between scientists in universities and institutes around the world. These individuals, among others, have not only contributed to technological progress, but also shaped how society interacts with integrate these advancements. Cultural factors in science. Cultural factors in science are how cultural beliefs, values, and practices can influence scientific research and practices. Some examples of cultural factors in science include cultural stereotypes and traditional knowledge. Cultural stereotypes can affect the interpretation of scientific data and the development of new technologies. For instance, gender biases can lead to underrepresentation of women in scientific research, while cultural stereotypes about race and ethnicity can lead to health disparities in medical research equipment. While traditional knowledge can stagnate scientific research and innovation, while new practices can inspire the development of new research and results, for example, new medicines. On the other hand, cultural influence and stereotypes can also affect the interpretation of scientific data and the development of new technologies. Conflicts between science and culture can arise when scientific discoveries challenge deeply held cultural beliefs and practices. For example, debates over evolution in schools can be a contentious issue in some cultures. Scientific advancement often come from key figures who drive cultural shifts in our understanding of the world. Some prominent individuals include Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born in Ulm in Germany in 1879. Einstein was a precocious child. As a teenager, he wrote a paper on magnetic fields. His career trajectory began as a clerk in the Swiss Patent Office in 1905, where he published his four groundbreaking papers, including his famous equation E equals to mc2, which described the relationship between matter and energy. Contributions. Einstein's watershed year of 1905 marked the publication of his most important papers, addressing topics such as Brownian motion, the photoelectric effect, and special relativity. His work in special relativity introduced the idea that space and time are interwoven, laying the foundation for modern astronomy. In 1916, he expanded on his theory of relativity with the development of general relativity, proposing that mass distorts the fabric of space and time. Marie Curie. Marie Curie, born as Maria Salomea Sklodowska in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland, faced immense challenges during her early life due to both her gender and her family's financial struggles. Her parents, fervent Polish patriots, sacrificed their wealth in support of their homeland's fight for independence from Russia, Austrian and Prussian rule. Despite these hardships, Mary's parents, who were educators themselves, instilled a deep love for learning and Polish culture in her. Contributions. Marie Curie's path in scientific greatness began when she arrived in Paris in 1891. Pursue higher education, inspired by the work of French physicist Henri Becquerel, who discovered the emissions of uranium. Mary chose to explore uranium theory for her PhD thesis. Her research led her to the groundbreaking discovery of radioactivity, revealing that matter could undergo atomic level transformations. Marie Curie collaborated with her husband, Pierre Curie, and together they examined uranium-rich minerals, ultimately discovering two new elements, polonium and radium. Their work, published in 1898, and within just 5 months, they announced the discovery of radium. Death. Marie Curie died in 1934 from a type of anemia that likely stemmed from her exposure to such extreme radiation during her career. In fact, her original notes and papers are still so radioactive that they're kept in a lead-lined box, and you need protective gear to view them. Charles Darwin. An unlikely revolutionary scientist, began his journey with interest in collecting beetles and studying geology. As a young man, he occasionally skipped classes at the University of Edinburgh Medical School to explore the countryside. His path to becoming the father of evolutionary biology took an unexpected turn in 1831, when he received an invitation to join a world-spanning journey aboard the HMS Beagle. Contributions. During his 5-year voyage aboard the HMS Beagle, Darwin observed and documented geological formations, various habitats, and the diverse flora and fauna across the southern hemisphere. His observations led to a paradigm-shifting realization that challenged the prevailing Victorian-era theories of animal origins rooted in creationism. Darwin noticed subtle variations within the same species based on their environments, exemplified by the unique beak shapes of Galapagos finches adapted to their food sources. This observation gave rise to the concept of natural selection, suggesting that species could change over time due to environmental factors rather than divine intervention. Galileo Galilei, an Italian mathematician, made a pivotal contribution to modern astronomy around December 8, 1609. At the age of 45, he turned a telescope towards the moon and ushered in a new era in the field. His observations unveiled remarkable discoveries, such as the presence of 4 large moons orbiting Jupiter and the realization that the Milky Way's faint glow emanated from countless distant stars. Additionally, he identified sunspots on the surface of the sun and observed the phases of Venus, providing conclusive evidence that Venus orbited the sun within Earth's own orbit. Contributions. While Galileo didn't invent the telescope and wasn't the first to use one for celestial observations, his work undeniably marked a turning point in the history of science. His groundbreaking findings supported the heliocentric model proposed by Polish astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus, who had revolutionized astronomy with sun-centered solar systems model. Beyond his astronomical observations, Galileo made significant contributions to the understanding of motion. He demonstrated that objects dropped simultaneously would hit the ground at the same time, irrespective of their size, illustrating that gravity is dependent on an object's mass. His law of inertia also played a critical role in explaining the Earth's rotation. Rosalind Franklin, one of the greatest scientists of her time, was a British-born, firebrand, and perfectionist. While she had a reputation for being somewhat reserved and difficult to connect with, those who knew her well found her out to be outgoing and loyal. Franklin's brilliance shone through in her work, particularly in the field of X-ray crystallography, an imaging technique that revealed molecular structures based on scattered X-ray beams. Her early research on the microstructures of carbon and graphite remained influential in the scientific community. Contributions. However, it was Rosalind Franklin's groundbreaking work with DNA that would become her most significant contribution. During her time at King's College London in the early 1950s, she came close to providing the double helix theory of DNA. Her achievement was epitomized in photograph number 51, which was considered the finest image of a DNA molecule at that time. Unfortunately, her work was viewed by others, notably James Watson and Francis Crick. Watson saw photograph number 51 through her colleague Maurice Wilkins, and Crick received unpublished data from a report Franklin had submitted to the Council. In 1953, Watson and Crick published their iconic paper in Nature, loosely citing Franklin's work, which also appeared in the same issue. These scientists not only advanced their fields, but also contributed to cultural shifts in how we perceive and understand science. Impacts of technology on health, medicine, and the environment. Technology has advanced by leaps and bounds and brought about changes in every industry. The healthcare industry is no exception. Thanks to the advanced technology in healthcare, today patients have access to some of the best and cutting-edge treatments. Also, patients can have access to innumerable minimally invasive procedures that are less painful and result in better recovery. With the world reeling under the COVID-19 pandemic, most countries are following lockdowns and social distancing to curb the spread. However, with the help of technology, remote consultations with experts and the availability of intuitive mobile apps have helped patients of non-COVID to receive improved patient care and quality healthcare experiences. Number 1. Improved communication. Emerging technology in healthcare has facilitated improved communication within healthcare organizations. More and more medical professionals are leveraging technologies such as video, AR or VR, real-time meeting capacities, and other online platforms to communicate and help spread knowledge in the field. Also, teleconferencing has made communication beyond geographic borders a breeze. electronic medical records. Gone are the days of bulky files and worn-out papers. Electronic health records or electronic medical records have saved summaries of a patient's medical records digitally. The digital summary can include lab reports, diagnosis, surgical interventions, prescriptions, and even details of hospital stays. Electronic medical records offer better insights into a patient's health, leading to accurate diagnosis and better patient care. Digital records facilitate the sharing of information between specialists and labs, thereby improving coordination. If properly maintained and implemented, digital records can also help increase accountability and reduce medical negligence. Simply put, EHRs consume less time to create and are easier to maintain. They help medical professionals reduce their chances of making mistakes and make their life easier. Big data for the uninitiated. Big data refers to a large amount of data that is vast or complex and difficult to process using traditional methods. Health technology allows medical accountants to gather big data in short time. Data collection helps healthcare professionals to understand and learn cutting-edge techniques and trends. It is an invaluable advantage for medical research and analysis that helps in efficient health information exchange. Information and Communication Technology or ICT. Today, approximately 95% of Americans have a mobile phone and most of them use it to access information of some kind from the internet. Health technology also has reformed its processes to connect with people efficiently. ICT has linked not just medical professionals but also with the patients, from emails, telemedicine to smartphones and telemonitoring systems. All are used to share information. This is particularly useful for rural areas facing a dearth of facilities and or specialists. From diagnostic to management, ICT is improving constantly and streamlining how the healthcare industry functions and how patients are communicating with the care providers. Improved patient care. Technology in healthcare has provided the healthcare community with advanced tools to improve patient care using HRS. Physicians can easily access the complete medical histories of a patient and make an informed decision. Physicians can even use apps to identify possible medication errors and help a patient's safety. Virtual reality devices and apps help ease symptoms of anxiety and depression in older people and those suffering from mental illness. Augmented reality also helps surgeons to perform complex surgeries. Both virtual reality as well as augmented reality devices can help improve health and fitness among patients. Some examples like robotic knee replacement and gene therapy in cancer treatment prove that technology in healthcare will only grow exponentially in the future. Health apps information. Technology in healthcare has resulted in the development of several health apps. This enables patients to have access to quick and accurate medical information using their smartphones. Patients can use these apps to keep track of medical appointments, receive reminders, and even access to test results easily. Health apps help people get healthier by offering customized solutions and track their food intake and activity levels. Telemedicine. Telemedicine allows patients to consult with a specialist anywhere in the world. This new technology in healthcare facilitates critical care in emergencies, potentially saving lives. Telemedicine helps patients to use telemedical devices to receive home care and support via apps and video calls. Telemedicine makes it possible to transmit by signal medical images and other crucial information to a specialist through asynchronous consultation. It means neither the doctor nor the patient has to be present or online at the same time. This can significantly reduce the waiting time for patients and help improve the delivery processes. Healthcare professionals can monitor patients remotely via telemedicine. This can help manage chronic conditions effectively. Real-time interactions such as video conferencing can help with diagnosis, management, counseling, and patients monitoring. Types of thermometers. Mercury thermometer was invented in 1714. Inventor Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. This was one of the first precise thermometers using mercury in a glass tube. Mercury expands and contracts uniformly with temperature changes, allowing for accurate readings. It became widely used in scientific research in meteorology. Alcohol thermometer was invented in 1709. Inventor, possibly by Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit or others around the same time. Similar to the mercury thermometer but uses alcohol, which is colored for visibility. It is used for measuring lower temperatures where mercury might freeze. Bimetallic strip thermometer was invented in late 19th century. Uses two different metals bonded together that expand at different rates. This differential expansion causes a strip to bend, moving a needle to indicate temperature. This type is commonly used in household thermostats. Digital thermometer was invented in 1960s. Employs electronic sensors such as thermocouples or thermostats to measure temperature. The data is converted into a digital readout. Digital thermometers are faster and often more accurate than their analog counterparts. Infrared thermometer was invented in early 1980s. Measures temperature from the infrared radiation emitted by an object. It is used for non-contact temperature measurements and is especially useful in industries, medicine, and situations where contact measurement is impractical. These advancements in thermometer technology reflect the ongoing pursuit of more accurate, convenient, and versatile temperature measurement tools.
Technological advancement bring numerous benefits but also pose significant ethical considerations and challenges. Here are some key points. Number 1, privacy. With the rise of data collection technologies, including surveillance systems and social media platforms, personal privacy is at risk. The collection, storage, and use of personal data by companies or governments can lead to misuse or unauthorized access, raising concerns about individuals' control over their own information. Hacking. Hacking is something from which you have to protect yourself and can solely be done by anticipating how a hacker might think to get into the system. Phishing. In this type of hacking, the hacker intends to steal critical information of users like account passwords, MasterCard details, and etc. For example, hackers can replicate an original website for user interaction and can steal critical information from the duplicate website the hacker has created. Virus. These are triggered by the hacker entering the filters of the website. Once they enter, the website filters it. The purpose is to corrupt the information or resources on the net website. UI redress. In this technique, the hacker creates a pretend interface, and once the user clicks with the intent of progressing to a particular website, they are directed to a special website. Cookie theft. Hackers access the net websites, exploiting malicious codes and stealing cookies that contain tips, login passwords, etc. Get access to your account, then will do any factor besides your account. Distributed Denial of Service or DDoS. This hacking technique is aimed at taking down a website so that a user cannot access it or deliver their service. Gets the service down and stops it from responding, which may cause a condition error consequently. DNS spoofing. This essentially uses the cache knowledge of an internet website or domain that the user might have forgotten to keep up to date. It then directs the data to a distinct malicious website. Social engineering. Social engineering is an attempt to manipulate you to share personal info, sometimes by impersonating a trustworthy supply. Missing security patches. Security tools will become outdated as a result of hacking landscape advancement and need frequent updates to protect against new threats. Malware injection devices. Cybercriminals will use hardware to sneak malware onto your PC. you would have detected infected USB sticks, which can allow hackers remote access to your device when it is connected to your PC. Cracking password. Hackers will get your credentials through a technique known as key logging. Number 2. Security. As technology evolves, so do the methods used by malicious actors to exploit it. Cybersecurity is a major concern as breaches can lead to significant harm, including identity theft, financial loss, and even threats to national security. 3. Inequality. Technological advancement can exacerbate social and economic inequalities. Access to technology often depends on socioeconomic status, and those without access may fall further behind. Additionally, automation and artificial intelligence can lead to job displacement and economic disruption. 4. Autonomy and agency. Technologies like AI and machine learning can influence decision-making processes, potentially undermining individual autonomy. For example, recommendation algorithms on social media can shape opinions and behaviors in subtle but significant ways. 5. Ethical AI. The development of artificial intelligence raises questions about bias, fairness, and accountability. AI systems can perpetuate or even exacerbate existing biases if not carefully managed. Ensuring that AI systems operate ethically and transparently is a major challenge.
Tips on how to use AI properly. First, define clear objectives. Before incorporating AI into your workflow, it is crucial to define clear objectives. Determine the specific problems or tasks you aim to solve or automate through AI, whether it's improving customer service, optimizing operation, or analyzing vast amounts of data. Having well-defined goals will help guide your AI strategy. 2. Choose the right AI tools and platforms. AI encompasses a wide range of technology, including machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and more. It's important to identify the most appropriate tools and platforms for your specific needs. Consider factors such as scalability, compatibility with existing infrastructure, ease of implementation, and the availability of support and documentation. 3. Data is key. AI algorithms rely on high-quality data to provide accurate insights and predictions. Ensure you have access to clean, relevant, and diverse dataset to train your AI models effectively. Data preprocessing, including cleaning, normalization, and featuring engineering, is a critical step in the pipeline. Additionally, ensure compliance with data privacy regulation and ethical consideration to maintain trust and protect user information. 4. Train and validate AI models. Training AI models involves feeding them with labeled or unlabeled data, allowing them to learn patterns and make predictions depending on your requirements. You can use supervised, unsupervised, or reinforcement learning techniques. It's crucial to validate and test the models rigorously, using appropriate evaluation metrics to ensure their accuracy, reliability, and generalization capabilities. 5. Monitor performance and continuously improve. AI systems are not static entities. They require ongoing monitoring and improvement. Regularly assess the performance of AI models and algorithms to identify areas for enhancement. Monitor case metrics, collect feedback from users, and iterate on your models accordingly. Embrace a culture of continuous learning and improvement to stay at the forefront of AI advancement. 6. Address ethical consideration. AI technologies raise important ethical considerations such as privacy, bias, and transparency. It is essential to address these concerns proactively, implement robust data protection measures,
ensure fairness and accountability in AI decision making and be transparent about the use of AI to build trust with users and stakeholders. Adhere to ethical guidelines and regulation to avoid potential legal and reputational risk. 7. Embrace human AI collaboration. AI is not meant to replace humans but to augment their capabilities. Encourage collaboration between humans and AI systems to leverage the strengths of both. Development user-friendly interfaces and tools that facilitate human AI interaction and, and enables humans to provide feedback and guidance to AI system. This collaboration, effectively harnessing the power of AI, requires a well-defined strategy, careful implementation, and continuous improvement by setting clear objectives, choosing appropriate tools, leveraging high-quality data, and addressing ethical considerations. You can maximize the many benefits of AI technology. Embrace the collaboration between humans and AI, as it will unlock new opportunities and drive meaningful advancement across various domains. With the right approach, AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we work, learn, and live. Environmental impact. Technological advancement can also have adverse environmental effects such as electronic waste and high energy consumption. Balancing technological progress with environmental sustainability is crucial. 9. Regulation and oversight. Determining how to regulate and oversee emerging technologies without stifling innovation is a complex issue. Effective regulation is necessary to address potential risks but must be balanced to avoid hindering beneficial advancement. Addressing these challenges requires ongoing dialogue, interdisciplinary collaboration, and proactive policy making to ensure that the technology progress aligns with ethical principles and societal values. Proactive policy making that protect the government. In 1948, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights laid down the principle that brought human rights into the realm of international law. Since the organization clearly protected the term human rights was mentioned 7 times in the UN's founding charter, making the promotion and protection of human rights a key purpose and guiding principle of the organization. Example, these children from the indigenous Embera people had been displaced by armed conflict in Colombia by 26. Forced displacement is doubly catastrophic for indigenous communities closely linked to the land. The UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples states that indigenous peoples have the right to full enjoyment as a collective or as individuals of all human rights and fundamental freedoms as recognized in the Charter of the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, International Human Rights Law.
That's all. Thank you.